शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। चक्षुर्दीपावपेक्षेते न दीपदर्शने किन्तु चक्षुरेकमपेक्षते। So in gaining aparoksha jnana, vritti vyapti is required, but no necessity of phala vyapti. This was explained with the help of the illustration of seeing a lamp, or seeing an object and also lamp. To see an object, you need both eyes and the light. But to see a lamp, you need only the eyes and not the light. So likewise, to perceive an object, vritti vyapti, which assumes the form of the Vishaya, Vishayakara Antakarana vritti, that is required. Also, the Chidabhasa, reflected Chaitanya, in that particular vritti, both are necessary. The job of vritti vyapti is what? It removes the ignorance. And the Chidabhasa makes you know the object, because object by itself is inert in nature. Just as an object in the darkness is illumined by the light, so also inert object is made known by Chidabhasa. Whereas aparoksha jnana of Atma, Brahma is concerned, to remove ignorance, what is required is vritti vyapti, antakarana, assuming the nature of Atma is required. Afterwards, that phala vyapti. What is phala? Vritti pratibimbita chaitanya. Chaitanya reflect in the particular vritti is called phala here. And vyapti, its pervasiveness, permeating that. So, therefore, here what is necessary? Only vritti vyapti. And that phala vyapti means Chidabhasa in that vritti is not required. Why? Like the lamp, the Atma is itself the knowledge principle. It is not an inert thing which can require the Chidabhasa. Now the question is there, look, you are telling us that to gain the knowledge, vritti vyapti is required. Accepted or not? When you say vritti vyapti is required, antakarana vritti according to the nature of Atma means antakarana assuming the nature of Atma is required. When you say, when you are talking of vritti, will not the Chidabhasa be there automatically? Will it be there or not? For force it is bound to be there. Then how do you say it is not required? Yes, it is bound to be there. Because why? Wherever antakarana is there, Chidabhasa is bound to be there. In this vritti vyapti also Chidabhasa is bound to be there, but it is redundant. It has no job to do. Just as You take a light and go in the open sun. You can't say that the light is not there for the lamp, etc. But that light is useless to illumine the sun. But same light is required for seeing an object in the dark place, but not to see the sun. Likewise, though in the vritti vyapti, which removes the ignorance of Atma Sarupa, Chidabhasa is there. That Chidabhasa is of no use. It cannot of any use to illumine Atma Brahma, because Atma Brahma itself is very knowledge principle. So that is now explained. Sthitopyasau Chidabhasaha Brahmanyeki bhavet param Natu brahmanyatishayam Phalam kuryad ghatadivat Asau chidabhasaha add vrittau. Asau chidabhasaha add vrittau. Sthitaha api brahmani param eki bhavet. Brahmani param eki bhavet. Tu ghatadivat brahmani atishayam phalam na kurya. Tu ghatadivat brahmani atishayam phalam na kurya. Asau chidabhasaha. This chidabhasa. So it is certainly there in the vritti, which is vritti vyapti as far as Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa is concerned. Chidabhasa vrittau. So in the vritti. Which vritti? Like Ghatadi Akara vritti here, Atma Akara vritti or Brahma Akara vritti, or what is called as Akhandakara vritti. See, Atma Akara vritti, Brahma Akara vritti, Akhandakara vritti means what? Antakarna appearing just like Atma Sarupa, free from all the Adhyastha attributes. That's what it is called. Atmakara, Brahmakara, Akhandakara vritti. So like Ghatakara vritti or a vritti corresponding to any object, in that Antakarna assuming the nature of Atma, the Antakarna being what it is, vritti sahita, what is that? Chidabhasa is verily there accepted. So Asau Chidabhasaha vrittau, in this particular Brahma Gochara vritti, Brahmakara vritti, Sthitaha api, though it is there in that vritti vyapti, what happens to that Chidabhasa? Brahmani param eki bhave. In Brahma, param, here param is atyantam, not the desha kala vastu aparichina etc., not that way. Here param is atyantam, totally. That Chidabhasa, totally, what does it do? Brahmani eki bhave, becomes one with the Brahma. One with Brahma means merges in Brahma. Like if you take a lamp outside in the sun, the light of the lamp, what will happen? It will become one with the sunlight. You can't distinguish. So therefore, but there is no job for that lamp to illumine the sun, though it is there. Likewise, in this vritti, though Chidabhasa automatically being there, it becomes one with Brahma, means there is no job to illumine that. So therefore, that is what is said in the next second line. Brahmani param. Param means atyantam, totally eki bhavet. Two, whereas ghatadivat. Suppose in the case of seeing a pot, what will happen? In that ghatakara vritti, whatever Chidabhasa is there, vritti vyapti removes the ignorance and Chidabhasa makes you know the pot. Why? Pot is inert in nature. Like that, it doesn't do the job here. Two, ghatadivat. Brahmani atishayam phalam na kurya. In Brahma, atishayam phalam. Atishayam phalam means this phala is not a phala vyapti. Atishayam phalam, some additional result. What is the additional result? What does phala vyapti do? Additional result? Illumining the object. Like that, there is no additional result by Chidabhasa in illumining Brahma or making you know Brahma, because Brahma itself is Knowledge principle itself is Anubhava Swarupa, itself is Jnapti Swarupa. So therefore, that Atishayam Phalam you can take as Spurana, making you know. Making you know, like making you know the pot, like that making you know Brahma. So it is not, that is not there. Na Kuriyat means doesn't do. So this is the distinction between the Chidabhasa that abides in the Ghatadi Akara Vritti and also Atmakara Brahmakara Antakarana Vritti. Though it is there, it has no job to do. Now a question comes. From where you got this Vritti Vyapti, Phala Vyapti, etc.? We don't find anywhere in the Upanishads and all that. Has Bhagavad Gita spoken about this Vritti Vyapti? And any Upanishad? Nowhere. In no Upanishad you will get this word Vritti Vyapti, Phala Vyapti. From where have you brought? Is there any pramana for that? Any means of knowledge from which, or based on which we can say such a thing is that Vritti Vyapti, Phala Vyapti, and in the Atma Jnana only Vritti Vyapti required, no Phala Vyapti? Yes. Upanishad do speak of it, though these two words are not used. Vritti Vyapti, Phala Vyapti, these two words are not used, but Upanishads are very, very clear about it. How? He points out. Aprameyamanadim cheti atra shruttedamiritam manasai vedamaptavyam iti dhivyapyata shruta. Aprameyam anadim cha. This much you put in inverted comma. Aprameyam anadim cha, inverted comma, iti atra shrutya idam iritam. Shrutya idam iritam. Manasa eva idamaptavyam. Again put in inverted comma. These are the Upanishadic phrases. Manasa eva idamaptavyam, inverted comma, iti dhivyapyata shruta. Aprameyam anadim cha iti atra shrutya idam iritam. So by Shruti. This quotation is from Amruta Bindu Upanishad. Actually the quotation, if you got Ramatirtha Tika, you will find in that Ramatirtha Tika, Nirvikalpam anantam cha hetu drishtanta varjitam Aprameyam anadim cha yajñatva muchyate buddhaha. Amruta Bindu Upanishad says, Nirvikalpam, bhedarahitam, that which has no bheda at all. Anantam, limitless. Cha hetu drishtanta varjitam. Hetu varjitam, drishtanta varjitam. Hetu varjitam means without a cause. This Brahma is not an effect of some cause. Drishtanta varjitam. There is no illustration for this because there is nothing other than that. Advitiya. Drishtanta varjitam stands for Advitiya. Hetu varjitam stands for it has no cause of its own. And itself is what? Aprameyam. That aprameya word shows Phalavyapti is not there. Aprameya means, what is aprameya? The one which is not the prameya of any pramana. That which is not an object of any pramana. What is an object of any pramana? When the antakarana vritti removes the ignorance, whatever that becomes the object, vishaya of that antakarana vritti is prameya. Aprameya means what? It is not an object of even Akhandakara vritti, even Atmakara vritti, Brahmakara vritti does not objectify Atma Brahma as this. That means that aprameya word shows in aparoksha jnana Phalavyapti is not there. So iti iritam. So therefore aprameyam anadim chaiti atra shrutya, by shrutya idam iritam asti. Idam means what? Phala idam, this stands for Phalavyapti rahityam. Idam is Phalavyapti rahityam. There is no necessity of Phalavyapti for Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, that is clear from the Amrita Bindu Upanishad. Now, where is it said that Vritti Vyapti required? Kathopanishad. Okay. Manasa eva idam aptavyam. Idam, that Atma, how it is to be gained? Manasa eva, only by mind. What that does it mean? Vritti Vyapti is required. Antakarana vritti corresponding or assuming the nature of Atma is required. And also this is in the Kathopanishad. So, and that eva shows only what is required. Mind means what? Phala Vyapti not required. That also shows Phala Vyapti not required. Iti Dhi Vyapyata. Dhi Vyapyata is Vritti Vyapyatvam Shruta. His word means is told in the Shruti. Which Shruti? Kathopanishad. So in this manner, the Upanishad themselves speak of the absence of Phala Vyapti for Atma Tattva, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, but necessity of Vritti Vyapti for gaining the same. So now, the exact nature of that Aparoksha Jnana is being now discussed. See, in stanza Atmanam Ched Vijaniyat, etc. That means Aparoksha Jnana and Shoka Nivritti, these two aspects belong to Jiva. That was told in the stanza 48. Aparoksha Jnana and Shoka Nivritti belongs to whom? Jiva. What is the nature of that Aparoksha Jnana? So that is how, that is, so what is the nature of that Aparoksha Jnana? That is now being discussed. Or also you can take up to 96 to 130, analysis of Mahavakya culminates in Aparoksha Jnana. Or what is the nature of Aparoksha Jnana? What is necessary to make that Aparoksha Jnana very firm and well rooted? All these aspects are being now discussed. Atmanam ched vijaniyad ayam asmiti vakyataha brahmatma vyaktimullikhya yo bodhasobhidhiyate Atmanam ched vijaniyat ayam asmi iti vakyataha. Anvaya as it is, both lines. Brahmatma vyaktim ullikhya yaha bodhaha, add there, jayate. Yaha bodhaha, add jayate. Saha abhidhiyate. If you want, after saha, add anena vakyena abhidhiyate. Saha anena vakyena abhidhiyate. Atmanam ched vijaniyat ayamasmiti vakyataha. By this vakya. And what is this vakya actually? From Brihadaranyaka Shruti. So from this Shruti statement of Brihadaranyaka, what is being told is Brahmatma vyaktim ullikhya. Brahmatma vyaktim ullikhya. What is Brahmatma? Brahma itself is Pratyagatma. So what is that Vyakti and Ullikhya? So Vyaktim means actually, Vyakti is true nature. I think we have seen this word earlier also. True nature, real form. Also it means manifestation or clear perception. So Vyakti word can, so it mean true nature, real form, manifestation or clear perception. So here we have to take as true nature. Brahmatma Vyaktim Ullikhya. Ullikhya having actually that is Vishayikritya, Sakshatkritya. That is the meaning of Ullikhya here. Vishayikritya, that is Vishayikritya actually no objectification possible, therefore we have to take as Sakshatkritya. Literally Ullikhya means having painted, having described or having written. That is what is the Ullekha, the Ullekha, mention of something, so like that. So here it means Vishayikritya in the sense Sakshatkritya. So The true nature of Brahma as Pratyekatma having directly cognized Yaha Bodhaha Jayate, whatever knowledge that takes place, Saha, that one, Anena Vakyena, which Vakyena? Atmanam Ched Vijaneyat Ayamasmi. And that Ayamasmi stands for Ayam Brahma Ahamasmi, Brahma Ahamasmi. So by that it is being told. So that means Mahavakya Vichara culminates where? In the Aparoksha Jnana. Now, if Mahavakya Vichara straight away gives the Aparoksha Jnana, once you take to Shravana, what should happen? Once Shravana, once Manana, once Nididhyasana, Brahmajnani ho gaya. Is it not? But Shastra says, repeatedly you have to take to Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Why? Why repeatedly? I think these gurus and acharyas have got a secret plan, keep their business going on. So एक दफे सुन के तो काम हो गया तो क्या हो जाएगा, बेकार हो जाएंगे सब लोग. So therefore what? Repeatedly you go on listening. To this effect there is Brahma Sutra. Now the question is, Brahma Sutra 4th chapter, Avritti Asakrit Upadesha. You have to take to Avritti, repeated, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Asakrit, not Sakrit. Sakrit is once. Asakrit means repeatedly. How do you say so? Upadesha. So it is told there, where? In the Upanishad. Atmavare Prashtavyaha, Shrutavyaha, Mantavyaha, Nididhyasitavyaha. Shvetaketu was taught not once, twice, thrice, 9 times Tattvamasi, 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 Tattvamasi he was taught. So based on that, Vyasa has composed a sutra, Avritti Asakrit Upadesha, 411, 4th chapter of Brahma Sutra, first pada, first sutra says that, so one has to take to repeated Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. And you are telling us, Mahavakya Vichara gives Brahmajnana once. So are you falsifying who Vyasa? Have you got that courage to do that? Can you dare to say Vyasa is wrong? He says, no, we have not told Vyasa is wrong. At the same time, we have whatever we are told was also is correct. There is a reason, purpose why Vyasa has said and why it is there in the Upanishad. Vyasa has not told something on his own. Why that Avritti or Abhyasa is required? It is for different purpose. What is the different purpose? By Mahavakya, you gain the knowledge, but that knowledge is what? Shaky. It is shaky, it is not well rooted, it is not firm. What is called Nishtha is not there. Jnana Nishtha is not there. Firmness is not there. Why firmness is not there? There are the causes before it to waver. So those causes have to be eliminated, for which repeated Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana has to be taken to. So therefore, what is told in the Brahma Sutra is not correct. At the same time, you can't question the statement that Mahavakya Vichara gives Aparoksha Jnana. So therefore say, Astu Bodho Parokshotra Mahavakya Tathapyasau Nadrida Shravanadinam Acharyai Punarirana Tatra Mahavakya Aparokshaha Bodhaha Astu. Tatra Mahavakya Aparokshaha Bodha Astu. Tathapi Asau Dridaha Na Ad Bhavati. Tathapi Asau Dridaha Na Ad Bhavati. Acharyaihi Shravanadinam Punaha Irana. Acharyaihi Shravanadinam punaha irana. Atra, here means Brahmatma Vishayi. In this context of knowledge of Brahma or knowledge of Atma identical with Brahma. So Jiva Brahma Aikya in this subject matter of knowledge. So atra Mahavakya, through the means of Mahavakya, aparokshaha bodha astu. Let the aparoksha jnana take place. Means it is true that through Mahavakya aparoksha jnana is gained. Yet the nature of that knowledge is so. What is it? Tatapi, even then means even though Mahavakya vichara gives aparoksha jnana, yet asau means asau bodhaha, this knowledge dhrudaha na bhavati, is not dhrudha, is not firm. It is not firm at all. This knowledge is not firm. So, what do you mean by not the firm? Body identification. First thing, doubts may be there. Even if doubts are, no, first thing, is it ever possible to be like this? Then, even if it is so, doubts may come. Again, habitual error of taking the body, etc., I will continue. So, from this standpoint, it is not firm. Therefore, what the great masters have told, also in the Upanishad, also it is said, Acharyaihi, by great masters like Vyasa, Shankaracharya, etc., Shravanadinam punariranat, Yajnavalkya also, Shravanadinam, Shravana adi for manana, nididhyasana, punaha iranat. So, repetition is recommended. So, it is repetition is recommended. Punaha acharyahi, punaha irana. So, that is what is recommended. So, that's why we find in Brahma Sutra, Avrittihi asakrit upadesha. So, Avrittihi, that is one has to take to repeated practice of Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, repeated asakrit upadesha. So, it is told in the Upanishad. Now, here Acharya stands for Bhashyakara Adi Shankaracharya. The question comes, where Adi Shankaracharya has told that Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana has to be taken to repeatedly. He quotes from Vakya Vritti, stanza 49 of Vakya Vritti. Aham Brahmeti Vakyartha Bodho Yavadhridi Bhavet Shamadhi Sahitastavad Abhyasit Shravanadikam. Aham Brahmeti Vakyartha Bodha Yavad Dhidi Bhavet Tavat. If you want, before Aham Brahmeti, add Swasya. Before Aham Brahmeti, add Swasya. Swasya Aham Brahmeti Vakyartha Bodha Yavat Dhidi Bhavet Tavat Shamadhi Sahitaha, add San. Shamadhi Sahitaha, add San. Shravanadikam Abhyasi. Shravanadikam Abhyasi. So long as one's knowledge is so firm, what is that? Swasya Aham Brahmeti. So one's knowledge, what is that? Aham Brahma. I am Brahma Sarupa. This aparoksha jnana. Aham Brahmeti aparoksha jnana. That is Brahma aparoksha jnanam. That is what Vakyartha Bodha. Vakyartha Bodha stands for Brahma aparoksha jnana. Aparoksha jnana of oneself as Brahma Sarupa. That is what Vakyartha Bodha demonstrated as Aham Brahma iti, I am Brahma. Yavad. Yavad means here until or Yasmin Kale. Until Yasmin Kale. Dhridi Bhavet becomes Dhrida. What do you mean by Dhrida? there should not be these things. Nishesha, asambhavana, viparita bhavana, rahityam. Becoming firm means no trace of this. Nishesha, asambhavana. Asambhavana, that is improbability. How is it possible that I am samsari jiva? How can it be Brahma Sarupa? That should not be. Viparita bhavana. Viparita bhavana, contrary notion as body, etc., as I. So, that is what? Nishesha sambhavana viparita bhavana rahityam. Total absence of asambhavana viparita bhavana yatha bhavati. In what manner it happens, tatha dhidi bhave. So it should be firm. Means, in that knowledge, no possibility whatsoever of the improbability and the contrary notion should be there. That is what is called as. So, dhidi bhavana. Till then, tavat, what should be done? Shamadhi sahitaha san. Being endowed with shama adi. Shama, dama, uparama, titiksha, shraddha, samadhana, viveka, vairagya. So, all this, and also amanitva, dambitva, all these values, sahitaha san, being endowed. Shravanadikam abhyasi. One should take to the practice of Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. One has to take to the practice of this. So this is a stanza from Vakya Vritti 49. Means Acharya, Shankaracharya has told that repeated Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana with due preparation has to be taken to until that Dhrida Jnana means Nishtha or Sthita Prajnatva is there. Now, one may say, look, how do you gain the knowledge of Atma Brahma? What are the means? Shruti. Shruti is a valid means of knowledge or not? Valid pramana. Are you doubting the capacity of the Shruti to give you the valid knowledge? See, if the knowledge is, means of knowledge is valid, the knowledge given by that cannot be negated, cannot be removed. How do you say that it is not Dhrida? We don't say that means of knowledge has no capacity. It is Pakka. But problem is not with the means of knowledge, problem is with whom? With the person who is gaining the knowledge. Because that knowledge takes place where? In the Antakarna. And that Antakarna, if not totally ready, थोड़ा कुछ मिल गया फिर भी तो नहीं, you know that, like that, olden days, not too olden, but this thing, a bachelor, he had no gas, etc. Shigdi, no chula. So chula was there. So he wanted to cook, but no matchstick also. So he thought, let me take from the neighboring lady thoda burning charcoals. Burning charcoals. So let me take a set. So that is, let me take his set. So let me take from the neighboring lady. So what he did? He went to get the burning charcoal. But the lady asked, have you brought any patra? Have you had for a patra? This fellow had not taken anything. So he said, never mind, I have got. What is that? He was carrying Times of India, Sunday edition. Okay. Times of India, Sunday edition. I will take in this. The lady pitied, but she could not refuse. And he folded that Times of India, bulky, with Sunday edition, all bulky this thing, 4 folds, and kept. And he was taking burning charcoals, carrying. What happened? So that bird and fell down. Right? Nothing wrong with the burning charcoal. It is fire only. But the receptacle is not the fit one. So like this, the problems do occur. From that standpoint, you say, so problem is not with pramana. Pramana is bound to gain the knowledge. So you can't question that. So that knowledge given by Veda Pramana cannot be false, etc. We don't say, but because of certain reason, the Dardhya, the Nishtha, the firmness of knowledge is not there. So 99 to 105, Jnana Dardhya Pratibandhaka Pratikara Vicharaha. 99 to 105, so Jnana Dardhya Pratibandha Pratikara Vicharaha. That is what Vichara. So first, what are the causes of lack of Jnana Dardhya? Means, though knowledge is gained, why is it not firm? The causes, how they are to be eliminated. Badam santi hi Badam santi dardhasya hetava shrutyανekata asambhavyatvamarthasya viparita cha bhavana. He adardhyasya hedardhyasya it has become. He shrutyanekata arthasya ad api asambhavyatvam arthasya ad api asambhavyatvam viparita bhavana ad iti cha. Viparita bhavana ad iti cha adardhyasya hetavaha badham santi. It says there are enough of these causes, not one or two. For knowledge not to be firm, there are causes. We don't question the Shruti Pramana. Shruti is valid and knowledge given by it valid, but because of these causes, knowledge may not be firm. What are those? Because. So that is why because means what? Connected to the earlier stanza. What was told there? Until the knowledge becomes Dhrida with Shama, etc., the Shravana, Manana, etc. has to be repeated. Because this is the reason. What is that? It says, these are the causes because of which Jnana is not firm. What is that cause? Shrutyanekata. Shrutinam nanatvam is one reason. You have to gain the knowledge through what? Shruti, Upanishad. But the Upanishadic statements themselves are what? Many and nana varied. You get confused there only. That's why what is required? Mimamsa, ascertainment, analysis of Shastra, Shruti statement are required to ascertain this is the exact tatparya of the Shruti. So therefore, the Shrutinam anekatvam, nanatvam. So therefore, the person may get confused on account of that without being able to ascertain the Jiva Brahma Aikya. That is one reason. Again, arthasya asambhavyatvam. Artha here is akhandartha. What does the Shruti says? Jiva and Brahma are one. Atma, Brahma are one, non-dual. When you say non-dual, what about the Jagat? Do you experience the Jagat or not? So what about the Jagat? Contrary to our experience, how the Brahma can be non-dual when we are verily experiencing the Jagat? So what is told by Shruti may not be correct. Asambhavana, it is impossible. Why? Moment by moment I am experiencing the world. And how can Shruti say that only Brahma is there, nothing other than Brahma is there? Asambhavana, other cause for knowledge not to become firm. Then arthasyapi asambhavyatvam. Then viparita bhavana iti cha. Viparita bhavana. So again and again taking the body etc. as I. Identification of the body in spite of knowing that is Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa. Again the body is mistaken as I, mind is mistaken as I, Antakarana is mistaken as I. That is what Viparita Bhavana. Iti. So, Adardhyasya, for knowledge not to become firm. Hetavaha Badham Santi. Hetavaha means the causes are there. Badham Santi, not one, two, enough of them are said. Certainly, Badham here means, Badham in the sense, yes, etc. means certainly are there. Now, how to get rid of these causes which make the knowledge shaky? Because of it, the knowledge is not firm. Shruti herself has given the means of getting rid of these causes which make the knowledge not so firm. Shakha bhedat kama bhedat Shrutam karmanyatha Evamatrapi ma shankiti Atashravanamacharet. Shakha bhedat kama bhedat Karma anyatha shrutam Atrapi evam add bhedam ma shanki iti ataha. You take the sandhi breaking there. Ma shanki rasvaki ma shanki iti ataha. Add asau shravanam acharet. Add asau shravanam acharet. Says, first he gives the illustration of karma kanda. Shakha bhedat karma bhedat. Because of different shakha bheda. What shakha bheda? Rigvedadinam shakha bheda. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, there are different recensions. Shakha bheda means different recensions are there. So, because of this, and in the different recensions, there are variations. In Karma Kanda, because of Shakha Veda, same karma being done slightly differently in different thing is found. The karma is to be done. In the performance of that, slight variations are found in different Shakha. That's why I say, so, Shakha Bhedat, Kama Bhedat. So because of that, different types of karmas are told. Again, kama bheda, because of bheda of kama, different types of desires are there. Are there same types of desires? Varied desires are there. And Karmakanda has to cater to all the varieties of karmas have to be told. And also there are also certain variations are there. So therefore, Vedat karma anyatha shrutam. Karma, different karmas given the karma kanda portion. Anyatha means vaividhena, differently. In a different manner. Anyatha means vaividhena, with vividhata. Vividhata. With differently. Shrutam means told in the Shruti, found in the Shruti. Like that, one may think what? In Chandogya, Jiva Brahma Aikya. Brihadaranyaka, Jiva different and Brahma different. In other Upanishad, partially Brahma, partially Samsari. Like that, don't doubt such things here as far as the Jnana Kanda, Upanishad, Vedanta is concerned. Atrapi means in the Jnana Marga, Jiva Brahma Aikya, evam means as evam bhedam. So distinct differences as found in the Karma Kanda, ma has to be taken to till you ascertain that is Jiva in Swarupa is who? Brahma Swarupa only. There is no other way whatsoever. So the question is, what is that Shravana? So what is that Shravana? Let us. Vedanta nama sheshanam adi madhyavasanatah brahmatmanneva tatparyam iti dhi shravanam bhave. So this is what is Shravana. What is Shravana? Asheshanam Vedantanam Adi Madhyavasanatah Brahmatmani eva Tatparyam iti hi Shravanam bhave. This is what Shravana. What is that? Asheshanam Vedantanam. Of all Vedanta. How many Vedantas are there? Bombay Vedanta, Andheri Vedanta, Rishikesh Vedanta. What is Vedanta? Mahavakya. Vedanta here is Vedanta Mahavakya. Of all Mahavakyas found in any Upanishad belonging to any Vedas. So in all the four Upanishads, in all the Upanishads, whatever Mahavakya, whatever the statement which reveal the identity of Jiva Brahma, Asheshanam, without any exception whatsoever of this Upanishad Vakya, Adi Madhyavasanatah. If you take into account these aspects, what are those? Adi, Madhya and Avasanata means by analysis of Adi, Madhya, Avasana. Adi is beginning. Avasana is end. Madhya is middle. What is that? It refers to what is called as Shadlingas. 6, say, for ascertaining the exact meaning of anything, any Veda Vakyas, you have to take into account 6 aspects. They are Upakrama, Upasamhara, Abhyasa, Phala, Apurvata, Arthavada. This and Upapatti. Actually, Upakrama, Upasamhara becomes one linga. Okay. Then see. Now here he has said that Upasamhara, in between you have to take as Abhyasa. Madhya stands for Abhyasa, Phala, Apurva, Arthavada and Upapatti. These are the, of course, because Adi stands for Upakrama. Avasana stands for Upasamhara. But in Shadlinga, Upakrama, Upasamhara is one linga. One linga. And what are the Madhya stands for rest of the lingas? What are they? Abhyasa, Phala, Apurva, Arthavada, Upapatti. So these Shadlinga means these 6 aspects have to be taken into consideration to ascertain what exactly the Tatparya of the Shruti statement in Jiva Brahma Aikya. If you take into account them, take into account these, Asheshanam Vedantanam Adi Madhyavasanatah means by Paryalochana, by analysis of these 6 aspects, what can be that? Brahmatmani eva tatparyam iti. Brahmatmani means Brahma Rupe Pratyagatmani. Brahmatmani. In the Pratyagatma, whose nature is nothing but Brahma. That's what Brahmatmani. Brahma Rupe Pratyagatmani eva tatparyam. Tatparyam means the essence or the meaning or applicability or mutual connection, or that is what? Tatparyam. Tatparyam iti. So Tatparyam iti dhihi. So that is iti dhihi Shravanam bhave. That is what is Shravana means. By taking into account the 6 lingas, this exactly the meaning. What is the meaning? Brahma and Pratyagatma are one and the same. So that ascertainment is Shravana. He means knowledge. That is Shravanam bhave. Now we once say, here such type of Shravana is true. How do you say so, this Shravana? You say, this is the subject matter in a particular topic in Brahma Sutra in the first chapter. Samanvayadhyaya etat suktam dhi swasthyakaribhi tarkai sambhavanarthasya द्वितीयाध्याय ईरिता एतत् समन्वयाध्याये सूक्तम सुष्ठु उक्तम सूक्तम द्वितीयाध्याये हि स्वास्थ्यकारिभिः तर्कैः अर्थस्य संभावना ईरिता द्वितीयाध्याये हि स्वास्थ्यकारिभिः तर्कैः अर्थस्य संभावना ईरिता. एतत् means this Shravana is very well said where in Samanvayadhyaye. Samanvayadhyaya stands for first chapter of Brahma Sutra. Starts with the 4th sutra, Tattu Samanvaya. Jiva Brahma Aikya can be verified by Samanvaya. Samanvaya means actually Tatparya. Samanvaya means Tatparya. Connected sequence. Samanvaya means connected sequence. Mutual connection or applicability in terms of Tatparya. So, all Shruti Vakyas have got Tatparya, the meaning in this. What is that? Jiva Brahma Aikya. That is what is declared in Tattu Samanvayat, 4th Sutra, 1st chapter of Brahma Sutra, 1st pada. So this is the job of Shravana. What is the purpose of Shravana? Shruti Nana. Varieties of Shruti statements are there, but all speak of one and the same truth. Your Swarupa is Brahma Swarupa. Not like Karmakanda. Karmakanda, Vaividhya is there. So this is the cause for, one of the reasons for Jnana Dharya not to take place is varieties of types of the Shruti statement. And it can be removed by what? Second one was what? Asambhavana. The Jagat we are perceiving, how are you saying that Brahma is non-dual? Improbability. That is also we can find by what? Manana. We can find in Brahma Sutras itself. Dvitiyadhyaye. In the 2nd chapter of Brahma Sutra, the first pada means quarter, first pada called as Tarka pada. That all varieties of doubts posed by all different schools of thoughts are brought one by one and all are clarified and answers are being given. All starting from Sankhya, Yoga, all varieties of different notions are brought, how they are wrong and what is described is the Brahma Swarupa of Jiva. That is why I say Dvitiyadhyaye. In the 2nd chapter, what is being done? Okay. So it is also called as Avirodhadhyaya. Avirodha means knowledge that is given by the Shruti Vakya cannot be questioned at all. It is not opposed to anything. So in that 2nd chapter, Dhi Swasthyakaribihi Tarkaihi by reasonings. What type of tarkas they are? Swasthyakaribhi. What is that? Swasthya. You know what is स्वास्थ्य? ऑफिस को क्यों नहीं आया? स्वास्थ्य बिगड़ गया था. हेल्थ. धी स्वास्थ्य. बट दिस इज नॉट फिजिकल हेल्थ. धी स्वास्थ्य. So what is धी स्वास्थ्य? अच्छा. So mind also disturbance. When mind get disturbed, when you have a doubt, what is the condition of your mind? Like a bug, it is what? It gives you agitation. So therefore, the reasonings which give you confer on you the mental composure, dispelling the doubts. So this swasthya is the mental composure. Why mind is not composed? Doubts. So long as doubts, have you ever experienced? Studious, those students who are studious, they have that. The moment you are not able to solve a problem or something, etc., you are not understood all what. And the fellow cannot keep quiet until the answer is got. So that yes, sir. It means some sort of unease is there. That is aswasthya, the aswasthya. Once the answer is given, God, Abba. So doubt is not. That is what. So the swasthya karya means the reasoning which confer mental composure by dispelling doubt. By such reasoning, arthasya sambhavana. Arthasya, which arthasya? Jiva Brahma Aikya and Advayatva of Brahma. This sambhavana, yes, it is possible. This fellow may not have discovered yet, but he has got now sufficient reasoning to prove that it is possible. Jagat, because of this reason, has to be false. Otherwise, all along it should be available. So, that way, iti irita, so that is sambhavana, the possibility is true. So, nanatva shruti removed by shravana, asambhavana removed by manana, then viparita bhavana, still taking the body etc. as I, that also that is told there. So, what is the means of eliminating viparita bhavana? First, what is viparita bhavana? That also is shown, and afterwards the means of eliminating. Bahujanma dridabhyasa dehadishvatmadhikshanat punah 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 punarudit evam jagat satyatva-dhirapi viparita bhavaneyam aikagryat sa nivartate tatvopadeshat prageva bhavatte tadupasana. So first, what is viparita bhavana? What is the means of elimination of that? First line as it is. Bahujanma dridabhyasat dehadishu atmadhihi kshanat udeti evam jagat satyatva-dhihi api punaha punaha again udeti. Further connected to next stanza. Iyam viparita bhavana. Iyam viparita bhavana. What is viparita bhavana? Told so. How to eliminate? Sa, continuing anvaya, sa, add chittasya, chittasya, aikagryat, nivartate. एतत् तत्वोपदेशात् प्रागेव उपासनात् भवति. एतत् तत्वोपदेशात् प्रागेव उपासनात् भवति. First, let us see what is this Viparita Bhavana. Viparita Bhavana is contrary notion. What contrary to what? What is our Sarupa? Brahma Sarupa. Can the body etc. be I? No. Yet taking the body as I etc. That is what contrary notion. How it has come? For that also you have done Abhyasa. Everyone has done Abhyasa. When did you do Abhyasa? Not only this life. From beginningless, Anadi Kala, body is I, all along you have got that knowledge. So that habit continues. Bahujanma Dhrudabhyasa. Bahujanma in many lives, and many lives from what? From the very beginning or beginningless. From the very beginningless beginning. Right? This samsara is beginningless. Why beginningless? It's product of ignorance. Ignorance has no beginning. Since then, the body is taken as I in all previous embodiments. And how many previous embodiments? You can't number them. You know why? Even the computer will spill over. Right? Because since beginningless time, one has been taking how many kalpas? Endless kalpas from the beginningless time. What it is? There is no count of that. In all these body, mind, indriyas, pranas are taken as what? I. You mean to say it will go just like that? That's the reason why the samskaras are continuing. Otherwise, for a newly born child, sucking the mother's milk, who had given the training? Duck. That means a newly born, that means a duck taking to water. Who has? Monkey, baby monkey holding the mother monkey. Who has to? They say in certain tortoises, the eggs are laid on the beach, and the moment that is hatched, that tortoise runs to the greedy man is waiting there. Okay. If my prarabdha can escape this greedy man, they go to the who has to, that they have to run to the particular type of tortoise which are on the beach ones, not other ones. So that is who has to samskara. That means the instinct of surviving. That is there. That is there. So all samskara. And this program is so that all varieties must be. How many upadhis are there? 84 lakhs of yonis means species. All program software is there. Movement a specific type of embodiment is taken, that software works. You don't need the computer at all. Advanced computer, how is it? So that being there, it works. That being the case, Bahujanma Dhrudabhyasat Deha Adishu. Deha for Annamaya Kosha, Adi for Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Andamaya Kosha. All these kosha. He says, Atmadhihi. What is Atmadhi? Te koshaha eva Atma iti akaraka buddhi. Atmadhi, what is that? Te koshaha eva. Those koshas only what? Atma iti akaraka buddhi. Notion that the koshas themselves are what? I, Atma iti buddhi. Notion, Atmadhi. How does it rise up? Kshanad udeti. Just instantaneously it takes. You need not do abhyasana. You are thorough in that. Like that, no? Teaching, etc. Have you ever taught, at least to your children? So first the fellow has to prepare this thing too much. Afterwards, little preparation. Afterwards, even if woken up from sleep, the fellow will start teaching. Why? It has become so natural. Like that here, Kshana. just within a thrice, what happens? The body is taken as Pranat Udeti. This is one Viparita Bhavana of taking the body, etc. as. Second Viparita Bhavana is like this. What is that? Evam, in the same manner. What is the same manner? Same thing. Bahu Janma Dridabhyasa. Because of firm that practice of taking so in the endless life. So what happens? Jagat Satyatva Dhihi Api. The Jagat, the world is true, real. This notion also what happens? Punaha Punaha Udit. Repeatedly occurs in the mind. And this notion is what? Udeti. So that is Udeti. Iyam Viparita Bhavana. Iyam Dhihi. This notion is what? Viparita Bhavana. Notion of taking the embodiment as I, just like that, without any effort, and taking the Jagat as true. This is what is Viparita Bhavana. Why it is Viparita Bhavana? Viparita Bhavana, you know what is Viparita Bhavana? Contrary notion means what? Marathi we say Ulti Khopdi. Ulti Khopdi. Truth is what? You are Brahma Swarupa. Jagat is false. And you take the body which is not I as I, and false Jagat as Satyam. That is what? Wrong notion. Erroneous notion. Now, how this wrong notion can be removed? Says, Sa means that Viparita Bhavana. Ai Chittasya Aikagryat Nivartyati. By Aikagra means Ekagrata of what? Chitta. By single pointedness of the concentration of the Chitta, the mind, it can be removed. Means mind must be Nishchala, not Chanchala. It should not be Chanchala as now. It should be Nishchala, steady, single pointed. It is the capacity of the mind. Single pointed application. Students also you can find. Nowadays no ekagrata. You know why? Mind is scattered. From TV onward. TV is the greatest hazard. Nowadays students are complaining they can't concentrate. Number one is TV. Number two problem is talking. Talk. You lose the concentration of the mind. In fact, I think in New York, Columbia University, they had conducted an experiment, a research, not long back. See, from the primary school children, they segregated, they made groups. And certain groups of the students were encouraged to talk less, talk only if it is required, necessary. And other groups also, who are not doing so, they were also kept under observation. And other things, inculcating values, etc. And after 25 years, all along they were observing these students. After 25 years, by that time, they have settled in life after education. They could find those students who were talking only if required, had good memory power, good concentration, good values, accommodativeness with other people, etc., trying to understand them, etc., not cruel and all that, all values are found. This shows why in ancient India, where sages used to go, in the forest, etc., why? Ekanta. Automatically you have to what? No talking, etc. Mind is composed. More you talk, the mind gets disciplined. Nowadays, students what? Classroom talking, outside talking, in the school bus also talking, that also not enough. Over the phone, hours together, nothing but talking. It's not exaggeration is happening. This is what is happening. How can they have the ekagrata of the mind? Not for studies, not for Vedanta. Vedanta needs still more. But for studies it is not possible. Everything gets scattered and what? Hostels, etc. Don't ask at very, very dangerous. You can't do things. If you curb that, automatically the mind has to fall back. That's how it is. So now, how this ekagrata can be gained as far as the Vedanta is concerned? They are actually taught to the extent required, you see, and TV. Because that, look at, one may see TV program for 5 minutes, but it lingers in the mind for 5 days. And mind is a musical chair. You know what is musical chair? Only one can sit at one time. So if the mind preoccupied in other things, how it can take to study? How is it possible? Therefore, this is all to be taken into account. More so for Vedanta, even for ordinary studies also it is required. So that's why what? By force the student will read. It's okay, house full. So jaga nahi hai. You have to dump it. So as for study, which can take 1 hour, the fellow has to struggle for 10 hours. And still, that means that is the real worth of the study is not. It is very, very important. And also, as and as the higher studies come, one has to take it. That's why I have seen nowadays, you see many of these exams, girls perform better than the boys. You know the secret of it? To an extent, girls have less distraction than these boys. These boys, because of their, they get entangled in many things. To that extent, girls take it. Especially those who come to higher rank, you will find they mind their own business. Not that they don't have distraction, but less distraction compared to the boys. That also shows. Anyway, so now here, how this ekagrata can be gained? For that, a remedy is there. What is that? Upasana. And this upasana, when to be taken? Not after jnana or after taking to Vedanta Shravana. Before. Earlier this fellow has to take to upasana. That will say, sa, that viparita bhavana. So how it can be there? So, aikagriya, chittasya aikagriyat nivartate. It is eliminated by ekagrata. Ekagrata means ekagrataya. By single pointed application, what we call concentration of what? Chitta, the mind. Nivartate is eliminated. Now, what is that? How to gain the chitta ekagrata? Chitta ekagrata, how you can gain it? Chitta ekagriya, how is it possible? Etad. Etad means chitta ekagryam. Ekagrata, single pointedness of the concentration of the mind. How is it gained? Tattvopadeshat prageva. Before taking to Shravana, etc., before that, how it is gained? Upasanat bhavati. By upasana, it takes place. Upasana is meant for chitta naishchalya, steadiness of the mind. That steadiness of the mind is called as chitta ekagram or ekagrata of the mind. How it can be gained? By upasana. What is upasana? Upasanipe asanam. Asanam means manasaha nyasaha. Means making the mind get occupied in a particular dheya, the upasya. Repeatedly make the mind think of a upasya, daivata, etc. as told where? In the Shastra. That is what it is. Thereby what happens? It gets exercise. What exercise? Withdrawing the mind from other preoccupation and taking to only one preoccupation of upasya. That is what upasana. It has to be taken to this, that is upa. Upa means samipe. Asanam means manasaha nyasaha. What is manasaha nyasaha? Lakshya vastuni manasaha sthirikaranam. Lakshya vastuni manasaha nyasaha means Lakshya vastuni manasaha sthirikaranam. In the Lakshya Vastu, Dheya Vastu, make the mind sthira means what is Dheya Vastu? Saguna Brahma. Saguna Brahma. The Brahma with attributes means it can be Hiranyagarbha or Ishvara with attributes in the Puranic parlance. That is what. Thereby what happens? Mind is withdrawn from other preoccupation. It gets that habit or capacity to take to only one preoccupation. So now one may say, here this is said, and suppose a person has not taken to Upasana earlier and straight away took to Shravana, क्या करने का? चलो वापस KG class में. Is it? No. Where it is said, and suppose a person has not taken to Upasana earlier, alternate means are given in Brahmabhyasa. Let us see now. So how this is known that such a, that is Upasana before Vedanta has to be taken to get the Chitta Naishchalya, Chitta Ekagram. So that also we find in Brahma Sutras, the 4th chapter, Sadhana Adhyaya. So there, no, in the 3rd chapter, not 4th is Phaladhyaya. 3rd chapter, what is called the Sadhana Adhyaya, all these rule of Upasana, etc. Upastayota evatra Brahma Shastrepi Chintitaha Praganabhyasina Spasyat Brahmabhyasena Tadbhave. In the Nirnay Sagar edition, correct that Shinaha is there. Make it Sinaha, not Shi. Si. Prag Anabhya, no, Prag Anab, not Kasinaha, Bhyasina. Prag Anabhyasinaha, not Anabhyasinaha. Prag Anabhyasinaha. That She has to become Si, not She. Only in the Nirnay Sagar edition. Other may be correct, or you see that. Anvaya. Ataha eva atra Brahmashastre api Upastayah Chintitaha Praganabhyasinaha Paschad Brahmabhyasena Tadbhave. Second line as it is. Ataha eva atra. Ataha evatra means Upasana is the means of gaining the Jnana Dardya. For that very purpose, what is done? Brahma Shastre api. Even in Brahma Shastra means Brahma Sutra, 3rd chapter, Sadhana Adhyaya. Api. Even that. Why? What is that api? Because Upasana is not the subject matter of the topic where Brahma Jnana is discussed. And yet, it has been discussed. Why? It is a means to gain the Jnana Dharya. That's what api. Also, though it is not the place for that, yet Brahma Shastre api Chintitaha Upastayaha. Upastaya means Upasana. Chintitaha means are discussed that. The role of Upasana, Chintita means thought means are discussed. In Brahma Sutras or Brahma Sutras also this is discussed. Why? Indirectly they become the cause of means of Jnana Dharya. Now a problem may be there. Suppose a person has not taken through Upasana. In Jivan Mukti Viveka Vidyaranya Muni remarks, Idanim Tanaha, the sadhaks nowadays, without Upasana, straight away jump to Shravana. And because of some Punya, Sukruta earlier, etc., they may also gain Jnana. But Jnana becomes shaky. There is no Dardya is not there. What is to be done? And that is solution is Prag Anabhyasinaha. In the case of those who have not taken to upasana, upastis earlier, they are called as anupa, that is what? Akrita upastayaha. Akrita upasti means one who has not taken to upasti, upasana earlier. Straight away the fellow was promoted in the higher standard because of something. कुछ influence तो कुछ हो गया और क्या straight away the fellow was promoted in the higher standard. Earlier exercises were not taken to. Such people are called as akrita upasti. Plural is akrita upastaya. What is to be done now? So hello, go back now. Do upasana. No, after jnana upasana is irrelevant. What is to be done? Paschat, after Shravana, etc. Brahmabhyasena. What is called Brahmabhyasa? What is Brahmabhyasa will be described. Brahmabhyasena tad bhave. Tad means chitta aikagram bhave. Steadiness of the mind is gained. Such people who have not taken to upasana earlier, straight away taken to Shravana, Manana, etc. And if at all jnana has taken place, jnana taken place, no problems. The fellow can take to upasana. If knowledge has taken place, Brahmabhyasa has to be taken. What is Brahmabhyasa? I will be discussed. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimahishah Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Prithvi Sasya Shali Desho Yamsho Kareta Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaśyid Dukkha Bhave Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityo Ma Amritangamaya Om Puram Gacchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti